Hi guys, this is Travis Bayless. Today I'm going to talk about intensive residential treatment. So what is intensive residential treatment, or IRTS? Intensive residential treatment is for people who are really sick, who are not stable, and really need a place to be safe in other than the hospital. The hospital itself is very expensive, and it just wouldn't be cost effective to stay in the hospital. So you need another place that will allow you to feel safe, another place that has maybe a nurse and a staff that can help you be more productive with your life. Now, I've been in an IRTS. It was 90 days. And I was qualified because I was on SSDI. Now, I was making roughly $770 a month. And I probably had $100 or $90 left in my account after every month. So it's pretty expensive, but it's worth it if you feel you cannot be at home. It's worth it if you feel you're not safe in your apartment. It's worth it if you're around people that are not really helpful for you. So having staff and a nurse can be very, 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 very helpful. Not only that, they take care of your medications, and you don't have to think when you have to take them. You always have a nurse that takes care of you. You just got to make sure what kind of dosage you're on, because they sometimes make mistakes. So because of that, be wary. Now, what is the first day like? The first day can be a little scary. I was bunked with a fellow mate. He was struggling with depression, and his wife was really, really ill. You're always bunked with the same sex person. Across the hall, however, there might be the opposite sex, but they're always bunked with the same sex person as well. There was maybe 10 to 12 people that were clients in the home. I believe that the most important thing when it comes to why you're there is DBT, and DBT is really important. It covers, like the one that I was in, it covered like 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday a day, and sometimes even longer if you had an alcohol addiction or a drug addiction. Those courses can come out longer than 3 hours a day. It was taxing because I had to be up every day at 9 a.m. and usually I'm not up at that time at all. So I was always tired every morning. So there is definitely a curfew when you wake up, and there's a curfew when you go to sleep. So be wary that when it came to self-care, you had to take care of it. Not only that, you had to take care of self-care, but you also had to do your own laundry. So you bring a set of clothing and things like that. So when it comes to traveling, however, you were pretty much stuck there. You either had to get your parents to do it, or you go on something called medical transportation, which is covered by UCare, Medica, MA, medical assistance, and that helps you get to appointments like therapy, psychiatry, etc. Now, at that time, it all worked out. When I first got there, I was feeling pretty bad, but at the time I left, I was actually doing better. And I'm glad that it happened when it happened. I don't think there could have been any other change other than the fact that it kind of sucks not having a lot of money left in your account and you can't save anything. So be wary that health is wealth and it's more important than what you earn. So keep that in mind. So as I stated, there is medical transportation, and self-care, and DBT groups, which I didn't go over, but DBT stands for Dialectical Behavioral Therapy. It was originally developed by a woman named Marcia, and she's the one that developed it because she had borderline personality disorder, but it often works well with mental health, depression, bipolar disorder, and things like that. My experience generally over the 90 days is I had a decent time. I would first go to DBT groups and then make music, so I was very, very productive when it came to making music. I was probably the most productive I've ever been in my entire life. Now, it kind of sucks being stuck there, however. What happens is that you also have to make dinner. So you're assigned tasks, make dinner, clean the vacuum the carpets, vacuum the stairs. There's other types of chores that you have to do. Dinner is the biggest chore. So we'd always have to come up with every Saturday we had to come up with meals that we're supposed to eat for the entire week. Now there's definitely showers there, so you can take care of yourself. I often take a shower every day just to keep clean. I also got, if you didn't be aware, I ended up getting athlete's feet around my armpits because I was sharing bathrooms, and that can happen. So I ended up going to the hospital because of that, because I thought it was the Steve Johnson rash that I had when I was on Lamictal. But it ended up not being so, and things were fine. It's just I had to be very, very wary of using towels that don't dry, towels that share, and I didn't do any of that, but I still ended up getting it. So be wary, things like this can happen. I did meet people. That's a good thing being there, is that there's a social setting, social outlet that meets, and you get to talk about other people that have the same illness and their own lives, and there's also ways to get out. That's the thing. If you do your chores, you get to get out, not get through, get out. You can able to take a walk outside. I end up going to the local Caribou Coffee and work on my computer there. The thing is they don't have internet there, so they want to keep people safe, not using the internet and things like that. So that was the downside of living there. However, did go out, did do that on occasions, and I went from January 9th to April 9th. I spent the whole time. Now, the truth is, this is all voluntary. So, because it's voluntary, doesn't mean you gotta stay, but people definitely recommend it that you stay all 90 days throughout the treatment. So, think about this, guys. This could be a life-saving tool for you if you're unable to get anywhere with your life and you're at the end rope of wanting to hurt yourself. So why not take the chance? See if it's covered by when you go to the hospital next time. See if this thing's covered so you can try to get yourself better. At the time, they thought this was the best thing for me because every time I go in the hospital, I end up reverting and ended up getting back into the hospital anyway. So this was a good way to stay out of the hospital. Life's not easy, but you can definitely find better ways to cope. So if you can cope, there's hope. Take care, have a good one. See ya.